Everybody else, please go on mute. Leah, speaker view. I'm going to mute myself now. Take it away.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This is awesome. Let me know if you can't see me. I tried to set up, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on the mats, but just let me know at any point, even if you're just like, or Jenna, just let me know if you can't see me. I want everybody to have like a set of dumbbells, or if you have something that you can use for weights. And then especially for the first thing, if you have like either a small ball or a pillow, something that you can squeeze between your knees, maybe like a yoga block. If you don't have it, again, not a big deal. I tried to program this workout keeping in mind that a lot of people do not have equipment. So I hope you guys are ready. I'm going to show you what we're doing first. All right, so the first thing, you're gonna do a frog pump hold. With a frog pump, you can either put the bottoms of your feet together or just put your feet right next to each other and then open your legs. You're going to squeeze up and you are just going to hold in this position. So that's the first thing. I just want to get your glutes fired up. Then number two, you are going to go a little bit wider. Bring your hips up and you're going to reach each way, making sure that you don't drop your hips at any point. The third thing, you're going to need 2 dumbbells or something in your hands. You can kneel, you can do a tall kneeling, but this is called scaption. Your thumbs are up toward the sky. You are going to bring it up and pause, and then lower it down. Bring it up and pause. Make sure that you squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then the last thing, you're going to go into a plank. Glutes nice and tight. Alternating shoulder taps. Yes, we're all good? All right, so for the first thing, you guys are going into your frog pump hold. I am going to time you. We're going to do this for a minute. Then we're going to go right into the next thing, which is that glute bridge and reach over. All right, ladies. Let me just start my timer. And gentlemen, I didn't forget about you. And everybody squeeze up. Oh, Mikey. And go. So you are just holding. Your feet are together, either the bottoms of your feet or just your feet directly next to each other, and you are keeping your knees apart. Make sure you feel this in your glutes. I love the animals that are joining us. You have 20 more seconds. Make sure you're really driving through your heels. Go lay down. You have 5 seconds. Then you are going to put your feet wider. If you want to put a pillow in between your knees, you can. Now I want you to reach over, alternating, making sure that you're not dropping your hips at any point. So you're going up into a glute bridge, reach over as far as you can. Yes, lift your shoulder, reach over, and just make sure that you're not sagging your hips. Take your time with this. Make sure that you're really reaching over. Not just this, I want your shoulder to come up and you to reach all the way over and try to touch the ground. Good, make sure that you're not losing your hips. You should remain in a glute bridge. If you are reaching too far, this is what I don't want. Not this. This remains. Reach and reach. All right, ladies, And gentlemen, grab your weights, either standing or on your knees. You are going to scaption, so thumbs up. You are squeezing the weights up, squeeze your shoulder blades, and lower it down. Good, so you want this in front of you a little bit wider. You don't want it out here, you don't want it right here. About, good, 45 degrees. Make sure that you're squeezing your shoulder blades at the top. Just up and then down. I don't have everybody's names on here, so I can't call you out, but this is not what we're doing. So it's just once up and once down. Once up and once down. Good, weights down. You are going into a plank. I want you to make sure that you're keeping your glutes nice and tight, that your shoulders are over your wrists, and you are going to touch your shoulder, drop it down, touch the other shoulder, right into it. If you need to have your feet a little bit wider, that is fine. You want to make sure that you're not rocking so much every time that you do this. You want your back to remain stable. Good, make sure you're really pushing up through your shoulder blades. Glutes are nice and tight. You have 5 seconds, then you are going back to the frog pump hold. So everybody flip over, feet together, knees apart. Squeeze your glutes up. I want you to try to walk your feet a little bit further away from your butt this time. Really challenge your core. So feet together, knees apart. Oh, there's my sister. "20 more seconds. I'm gonna have you walk your feet a little bit wider. And now you are going to reach over. Make sure that your hips are not moving, that they're not sagging when you do this, that you're not completely twisting your hips. Reach, bring it back to center, reach to the other side. Focus on keeping your glutes nice and tight when you do this. Make sure that you are reaching, that you are really lifting that shoulder off of the ground. You have 10 seconds. And you can put your booties down, grab your weights. You are going into the scaption. So thumbs up, reach up. You squeeze your shoulder blades, lower it down. Squeeze it up and lower it down. Make sure that you are breathing so that you're not keeping yourself stiff like this. You want your shoulders down. That's why you really want to squeeze your shoulder blades. You have 5 seconds, then you are going down into the plank. Good, weights down. Everybody down into your plank and alternating taps. So touch your shoulder, bring it down, keeping your abs nice and tight, your glutes nice and tight. You want to make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. About 25 more seconds here. Ten seconds. And you can all come down. You can grab some water if you need it. I'm going to go over the next few exercises. So the first thing is, can you guys hear me? Okay. The first thing is that you're going to do the frog pumps, but this time, just like you did the hold, but now you're going to be doing pumps. If you would like, you can put a band above your knees for a little bit extra tension. You can add a dumbbell. You do not need to. But the same thing as the hold, just lower your butt, squeeze it back up. The second thing, you're going to hold a dumbbell if you have that available to you. The same way that the frog pump is on the ground, but now you bring it up. I'm going to have you hold a dumbbell. You are going to lower it over your head, bring it up so it's over your chest. You drop one toe, bring it up, drop the other toe, and bring it up, keeping your knees apart. So over your head and up, drop your toe, up, toe, up. Most important thing is that you are keeping your back flat against the ground, that you don't want to be arching when you do that. Then you're going to need your dumbbells laying on your back, either with your legs straight out or you can have them bent. You are going to do a chest press with a rotation at the top. So up, rotate, and bring it back down. And then the last thing, with your dumbbells, if you want, otherwise you do not need to, but laying on your back. Bring your knee in and back, in and back. All right, so first thing, you are doing frog pumps. So you can add a band, you can add a dumbbell, or you can just do this the regular body weight. Is everybody ready? And go. So your feet are on the ground. Your knees are apart. You are squeezing your butt up towards the ceiling. We are not doing the band pullover yet. Cheryl. Don't worry about the dumbbell over your head. You're just keeping your feet on the ground. When you do this, I want you to think that you're squeezing your butt towards the back of your knees, like you're almost rolling it up. You should feel this in your glutes and inside your thighs. 10 seconds. Hi, Justin. All right, you're going to grab your dumbbell. You're going to bring your legs up in the air. You're going to bring that dumbbell over your head, and then so it's over your chest, lower one toe, then the other. Then you're going to do that pull over again. So drop the weight over your head, bring it back over your chest, lower one toe down, bring it up, lower the other. Make sure that you're keeping your knees apart the entire time. So Stephanie, I need you to open your knees even more, even wider. Nope, feet together, knees apart. Other way, opposite. Feet, there you go. You have 10 seconds, then we are going on to the chest press with the rotation. All right, legs down, either straight leg or you can keep them bent. You are doing a chest press and then you are rotating at the top. Megan Jacoby, I want you to keep your palms facing your knees, lower your elbows to the ground, then squeeze back up and you turn at the top. Good, get a nice rotation at the top. And you're gonna put your legs straight out. You're going to go over your head and you're gonna do the knee-ins, so one at a time. If it is too challenging for you to bring your knees all the way up, just slide one knee in at a time. So you're starting with your legs out straight, Megan Ellerman. Good, and then you are going to bring your knee in. So the dumbbell comes over your head, those weights that you were holding here and here.
Oh, I can't do that.
Huh? Jenna, where are you? Prison? And we are going back to frog pumps. Feet on the ground. Knees apart. Up, lower, up, lower. You can have your hands here. You can have them flat. You can have them over your chest. I just want you to squeeze your glutes. Nikki C, feet together. Yes, knees apart. You have 5 seconds. Then your feet are going up in the air and you are going to the dumbbell pullover. Good, so grab your weights, bring your legs up in the air. Dumbbell goes over your head and then you're going to bring it over your chest. Lower one leg, bring it up, lower the other, and bring it up. And make sure that you maintain keeping your knees apart. Really challenging your abs. So dumbbell goes back and over, one leg, one leg. So when you do the leg drops, the dumbbell should be over your chest. For those of you that are confused, for those of you that are not sure that you're confused, it's here and here. Toe, toe. Over your head, over your chest, toe, toe. All right, legs down. You are going to the chest press with the rotation. Hi, Mom. Go lower, bring it up and rotate. And then elbows back down.
Oh.
Squeeze up, rotate, and down. You have 10 seconds. Then you are going to the overhead knee-ins. Good, you're gonna bring your legs down, legs are straight. You're gonna bring the weights over your head. You can have that bent and then bring your knees in, alternating. You can use 1 or 2 dumbbells. Or if that's too challenging, you don't need to use any. Good, bring your chin up to the ceiling a little bit, Megan Ellerman. Just a little. And breathe, make sure that you are breathing. You have 15 seconds. And everybody can rest, grab some water if you need it. All right, the next set, it's only going to be 2 different things. Holding a dumbbell. Whichever hand your dumbbell is in, that's the side where your knee is bent. Arm is up straight. You're going to lean into this elbow and you are going to sit up. If you can, sit directly up. That's great. If you cannot, take advantage of leaning and then sitting up and back down. Use your abs. Make sure that you're not just relying on momentum. So you're going to do that on one leg, then you're going to do it on the other. That arm stays up the entire time. And then the second exercise. You make sure you guys can see me for this. And back to the middle. Sit and back to the middle. With this, I like to plant my foot first and then sit into it. This leg can have a slight bend if you want. I want you to feel it here. I don't want you to feel it with your knee. You're not doing anything weird like this. Butt is back. And you're gonna do 1 minute on each for that. So first, are you laughing at me, Jenna? So first, arm up, sit up on each side, and then you're going to do the side squats. We will start in 3, 2, and go. So same arm that has the dumbbell is the leg that is bent. Make sure that knee does not fall in. Really focus on slowly lowering yourself down. You want to be using your abs. You don't want to just be relying on momentum with this. Good, really sit up, reach for the sky at the end of this. Ten seconds. Dirks, what are you holding, a box? Nice. And switch. If you find yourself moving around, your feet lifting, really lean into that other elbow and let that assist you. You will still be using your abs. You're only cheating yourself if you're just trying to sit up and then just fling yourself back down. So again, if you find your leg lifting off the ground, lean into the side, let that arm help you. Make sure you're keeping your arm up the entire time, nice and strong. All right, weights down unless you want to hold them in front of your chest. One leg at a time, you're doing the side squat. So start feet together, step out, and then bring it back to the middle. Good, make sure you're bringing yourself to the middle. We are only doing one leg at a time. Liz Johnson, one leg, bring it to the middle, stay on that leg. Hi. And you are switching legs. So step out and then bring it back to the middle. Good, make sure you're bringing your feet together. There you go. Good, don't drop your chest too much. You want this to be a leg exercise, not, I don't even know what to call that, but I don't want it to look like this. Bend, that's why it might be easier to keep that other leg slightly bent. Aaron Smith, don't drop your chest too much. Haley, I like that dance move. All right, ladies, back on the ground. One arm up. Make sure that this arm is strong. It should not be a sad, saggy arm. Nice and strong the entire time you are going. So up toward the ceiling. Make sure your butt does stay on the ground at the end. You are not bringing your hips up, Meg Dirks. Just sit up. Good. Danielle, bring your left arm out more. Don't let it, so it's out a little bit wider. Yeah. So you can really push through that arm at the end of the exercise. And you are switching. Megan Ellerman, try to get a full extension on that arm. So sit all the way up and bring your arm back a little bit more. Good. Good, so at the top of the movement, you want to be like this, not here. So really reach, bring your chest up, reaching for the ceiling. All right, you are going into your side squats. We did both sides of that, right? Okay. Good, so starting with your feet in the middle. Take a step, sit your butt back and down. Sabina, good camera placement. And you are switching to the other side. Megan Jacoby, get your butt back a little bit more. You have 20 seconds. Make sure you're bringing that leg to the middle. Good. 5 seconds, then you can grab some water. All right, weights down. Grab some water if you need it. All right, for the next exercise, you are going to need your dumbbells. All right, so I want everybody to look at me and listen, because this, for whatever reason, always seems to be a shit show when we're training normally. So, 90-degree hold. Looks like this. You are going to lower one arm and you're going to squeeze it back. You will do 3 reps, and then that arm is going to stay. And now it's this arm's turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So not this. Just keep it locked in, lower it, squeeze for 3, and then 3 on the other side. Then next one. This is going to be fun. You are going to walk it out. Reach back, touch your toe. Reach, touch your toe. Reach through, touch your toe. And reach through and touch your toe. So toe, toe, reach, and reach. And then the last thing, with a dumbbell, if it's too challenging, you don't have to do a dumbbell. You're gonna hold it on your leg and you are going to go up into a side plank, lower your hip, squeeze up and lower it down, and then the fourth thing will be the other side. Okay, are you guys ready? So we're starting with the bicep curls. So you have them at 90 degrees. Lower for 3, and then lower for 3. And go. So you are lowering them, you're not raising them. Here we go. And down, squeeze, down, squeeze, down, squeeze, stop and switch. Down, squeeze. Haley, bring your elbows back a little bit more. Yeah. Danielle, I'm jealous that you're in a sports bra outside. It's freezing here. All right, weights down. You are going to go down into a plank. You're going to reach back. You are going to touch your toe. Then you're going to touch the other one. Then you're going to reach through and try to touch your toe, and reach through and touch your toe. So reach back, touch your toe. These look good. You have 5 seconds, then you are going into the side plank. All right, so grab your dumbbell to make it a little bit extra challenging. You're gonna rest that on the side of your thigh. You are going to squeeze your hip up and then lower it down. So it looks like this. Squeeze up, lower that hip. Squeeze up, lower your hip. Good, make sure you really lower your hip down, all the way down to the ground, and then squeeze it up and straighten the arm that's holding the dumbbell. And switch sides. Get a good strong squeeze at the top. Make sure that your legs are staying together as they can. You have 15 seconds. And you're going back to bicep curls. So 90-degree hold. You're gonna lower 3 times, then you're going to keep that one at 90 degrees and lower the other. Right into it. Jerk, are those TV trays? All right, you have 5 seconds. Weights down, drop it down into a plank. Touch your toe, touch the other toe, reach through, and then reach through. Challenge yourself not to go too fast on these. Make sure you're really using your abs. Make sure that you're not just trying to reach when you're reaching through. You're actually stabilizing your body. You have 15 more seconds. Then you are going into the side plank. Good, everybody on your side, grab your dumbbell. Squeeze it up and lower it down. Good, make sure that you're not dropping your shoulder too much. You really want to drive it up. You want to feel this on your side. You are working your obliques. happening? 15 seconds. Roar, you're disconnected? And switch. Good, so you're in a side plank. You have 10 seconds. And everybody can stop, grab some water. All right, the last thing that we are going to do is going to be a little bit more higher intensity. I wanted to make sure that we were doing a lot of strength training today because you guys can be active on your own. You can go for a run. I ran down the block a couple times yesterday, which is a lot for me. Get out there and walk. But so I want you guys for the next thing, this last thing, to make sure that you are moving, getting your heart rate up. So let me make sure you guys can see me. Drop it down, bring it together. Touch down, bring it together, drop down, bring it together. Make sure that you are keeping your knees apart when you do that. You don't want little baby giraffe legs. The second thing, mountain climbers. Make sure that you stay in a good plank for that. If you get tired, slow it down or drop each knee. Don't just give up and stop. All right, is everybody ready? So you're hopping it out, touch down. You don't need to touch the ground if that's too far. You don't want to make sure that your chest is up, but just down towards the ground, together, touch, together. All right, and go. Good, make sure your hips stay even. Jess, Schaefer, good. You're good. I just didn't want you to drop one hip when you did it. And switch to mountain climbers. And back up for the pop squats. Nikki, don't give me that look. And back down for mountain climbers. Ten seconds. And stop, grab some water if you need it. The next two things that you are going to do. One, you can either do jumping jacks or you can jump rope, either with a jump rope or you just have to simulate it. It's probably a lot easier to do that. So you can just simulate jump roping or jumping jacks. And the second thing you are going to do, my personal favorite, not really, but you are going to do fast feet. Just like the drills that you do in football. Now, when I say hit it, this is what's going to happen. Hit. Hit. Are you guys ready? This is like back to my Lifetime days. Okie dokie. I know, Haley, I know that you're glad they're over. All right, everybody. So either jumping jacks or jumping rope, and go. And fast feet. Hit. Good, right back into it. Hit. Hit. Good, drop those chests to the ground. Hit. Hit. Good, back to jumping jacks or jumping rope. Fast feet. Hit. 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 Good, move those feet. Hit. 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 Good, everybody on your backs. You are going to do a dead bug hold for your final minute. You can do this one of two ways. You can either bring your elbows to your knees, or you can hold here. Think about keeping the tension in your abdomen and breathing. You have 1 minute. And go. Elbows to your knees. Megan Ellerman, you are not dropping your knees. You are going into a hold. Your head should be off the ground. Drop the weights. Elbows to your knees. Make sure you're not just pulling on your head, that you are breathing. Lisa, drop your shoulders to the ground. You have 5 seconds. And everybody rest. Thank you, ladies, so much. It's so fun to see all of these faces.
Woo, Leah, that was so good.
I just want to take a picture. Hold on, if you guys can just like wave. I have to do each screen, so let me not get myself in the reflection.
Get in here, Mary.
Okay, let me do the other screen. Sorry. I can't believe how many people are participating. This is amazing. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for staying home. I know that this is a very challenging time for everybody, but the most important thing is just that you are staying active, that you're doing something, even if it's just going for a walk. Like, don't think about this time as like what you're losing. Just think about what you have. We are all extremely fortunate. You're not trying to have any PRs or anything. You're just trying to maintain the strength that you have and just stay active. It's nice out. It's like, actually, for me, I'm really enjoying seeing like other humans that live around me that I never saw before that are going for walks. So I hope that you guys are getting outside and taking advantage of it. Just be safe, wash your hands. It's not pretty out there.
And
thanks, guys.
thank you to your sister, Leah, for being in the hospital systems for us. And then
yes.
give us a thumbs up on whatever screen you're on if you would be interested in doing this weekly while we're home. Yeah? All right. So check your emails for more information. Leah, Nikki, Lauren, Danielle, Liz, who's our new team member on here somewhere, and Leah and I will be working today to kind of put together some new information for how we can do more of this. So thank you guys for being here, and go drink your water and eat some breakfast.
Yes.
Bye,
Thank you,
Jenna.
guys.
Bye,
Thank
Leah.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, girls. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good job, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, jerks.